What is going on, everyone? Commodore last year today brings you guys my live reaction to Kaguya-sama Love is War manga chapter 231. Now, the chapter has finally come out. It is Wednesday afternoon. It might be Wednesday afternoon for you, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, wherever it may be. The time is now to read the latest installment in the masterpiece brought to us every single week by Akakasaka, man, the GOAT rom-com series, bro. My excitement for this chapter right now is through the roof. Coming off last week, which honestly, the more I look back on it, in terms of this current arc right now, 230, man, was just amazing. Like, we knew, as the readers, that there was a lot of cap going on. There was misunderstandings and stuff, but of course, the characters themselves, Onodera, especially Ishigami, they didn't know what exactly was transpiring with Iino, right? We know the Shiranui and Ishigami stuff, them gaming, Iino took it the wrong way. And then, of course, Onodera took things the wrong way afterwards with Papa Shirogane and, But, man, I loved seeing that stuff go down, man, with Ishigami. And Onodera asking the right questions. Is Iino and Otomo, are they the same person? Are they the same thing to you? No. My boy knew. My boy knew, man. Iino is not the same as Otomo, man. Situations were different. They had to go against, positions that they were in last time, 2 years ago specifically, right? That, was it the right thing for him to do, whether or not? But when he was asked that question, he knew damn well in his mind, something's up. And of course, his response at the end of the chapter afterwards, like when Iino was like, "Oh, are you jealous and stuff?" Right? And then he doesn't say a word. He has to blush. You know what I mean? Like, you know that it's supposed to lead to something soon, man. And I was talking about this before last week, so I was wondering, where it could lead to and stuff, right? And I had to go back and reread. I forgot the name of the person to ask. I might have to put in the comments afterwards, right? But they reminded me, of course, back in 224, there's supposed to be a dance coming up with the foreign scene school of France and everything, just how we got, the last event, but this time around it's supposed to be a dance and everything, right? So I just had these wild scenarios, man, of how it could happen here. Like, if there's a time now, a dance, just to get those two together, man, gladly take it. But we have to see what's going to happen this week. So enough of me rambling, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing more of that by the end of the chapter. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's see what's going to happen. The relationship should begin to progress even more after the events last week. So here we go. Let's see the name of the chapter. 231, the Buddhist Stone Bowl, Begging Bowl, Part 6. So we're sticking around with that. That's good. That's very good. Okay. Let me zoom in from my eyesight. All right. I swear the entire lobby is just waiting to third round frag west. The face at this side. Let me keep reading. Yeah, we got totally three-pied by those randos from the station at the end as the two hit it off over the game they always play. And of course, not understanding a single word of what's going on. She's just nervous. You see the sweat coming down and everything, man. Oh my god. If you're anchoring around... I want to apologize to Iino right now. Because I just been saying she had no idea. No. Remember, she stepped into my guy's world. She knows the terms. I might not know all the terms, but she knows the terms, man. Look at the blush too. No. If you're anchoring around fragments, the second floor of the glass building, there is a pretty good position to hold a man. If she's going there this night, sure, Nui, bro, I have no complaints. I have no complaints. Oh, man. Look at the face. You see Ishigami looking like, oh, Nani? From the roof, you can get flanked from all four sides, so it's not as great. Eh? Iino-san, you play too? Well, just a little, I guess. No, bro, look at the little flush. Come on, man. I love how she's like, she got the fishing rod out, man. Like, trying to pull out the bad fish and try to keep the good fish for herself. No, wait. We should all play together sometime then. Oh, no. Don't tell me now it's one of those chapters. Because I see them all talking, and I see Osaragi right there on the side. Ah, the friction. Who do you mean? Rev. Oh, God. Wait, Crypto Octane Rev is actually a pretty base offensive comp. Can't wait. You see the reaction on her face, man. Because I know she was always against it and everything, right? Because of the way that things were being handled and stuff, right? Remember, she wanted Tsumami to go with Ishigami and everything, but then of course that led to little problems for them. Good lord, bro! Don't tell me this might be the time they're gonna have to deal with the student council. All men are trash, don't you think? Nah, oh sorry, come on. Come on. You were dating old boy from before, man. Look what you made, what you turned him into. Kyle gets me a while. Wow, what brought this on? It just, you can't trust them all. They'll cheat on you the moment they find another nice girl. It's like they're all hardwired to cheat. I really think it depends on the person. Well, Miyuki's not like that though. Plus, I don't think that's limited to just men either, which is facts. Well, you have a point there. I guess women cheat too. In other words, men and women are both hot trash. In fact, the whole idea of romance can go fall in a hole and die. Oh, Saragi, you're really just going after everything now, aren't you? It's kind of crazy what happened with her. She went from dating the third year guy, which his name I know for whatever reason is not coming to mind and stuff. It might be because right now my brain's fried from the potential stuff that's supposed to go on. But she went from dating the guy and stuff that was part of the cheering squad, and then now my guy became an otaku and everything, and now she's against romance. So, but of course we know it's because of the whole stuff, you know. Ultimately, I think any love you feel towards one specific person is bound to fade away eventually. It's only been a while since I started dating my first boyfriend. Look how fresh she is. So I really like to not think about that for the time being. Oh man, but we know for Shinomiya Senpai, are you planning on marrying President Shirogane? Meh? She got the face. Hey man, listen, if it doesn't end with those two getting together as a official like ring on it, like we got them in a couple right now. I am not trying to see this end like the whole Princess Kaguya thing, man. God help me, I will fight Akasaka. If I'm not the first one at his doorstep, somebody's gonna do it. It cannot end in tragedy. A ring on the finger, I don't care. Oko gotta go, Unyo gotta go, Osan gotta go, the whole family's gotta go, man. Like, Miyuki and Papa Shirogane, I gotta take them out. If Ishigami throw them in there, I don't care. But those two need to be together. So damn well, she's not gonna say it outright, but you already know she wants it. It's just, we only started dating a little while ago, so it's still too early to think about that. Yeah, and you gotta play. We have to blindly head over heel. We have to be blindly head over heels to be already thinking about marriage. Yeah, I don't know, but the way you two have been acting lately, that sounds about right to me. I mean, well, no. Well, as far as possibilities go, marriage would be one ideal, I suppose. But at this point, there are still lots of possibilities to consider. And I can't say for sure that marriage would necessarily lead to happiness either, especially given my family. Bro, I really need their family to get taken out, man. Like Kaguya, we know the only thing that's gonna stop them from eternal happiness between her and Miyuki is friggin' Oko and those idiots, man. Like I'm supposed to be stressing out over the Iino and Ishigami stuff, and then Akasaka's doing this too, man. That's why I don't consider it a goal for now, but rather just a single possibility among many. I'm glad to see that you're being so rational about this, Shinomiya Senpai, but that's the thing though. Does she go and tell Osaragi what she's going through too? You know what I mean? Like that much in detail about what's going on? You know? The divorce rate in Japan is 35% right now. And in countries like Russia, it's said to have gone as high as 80%. So what the hell? So years? Oh, so to go by like the years and stuff, because you see right here like a 16-year, 1.9 stuff. So yeah, in fairy tales they always say that the two lived happily ever after, but in reality, I think that idea can only go so far. Yeah, there is a lot of truth behind that, though. There is a lot of truth behind that. Ultimately, anyone who sees marriage as a way to lock in their eternal love is just in for a bad time. After all, the human brain isn't designed to feel eternal love. The love you feel towards anything at any given time is bound to dissipate eventually. Oh man. But without love, you cannot see. Umineko taught me, listen man, read Umineko. That's obviously, it's also Osaragi. If you want to play RPGs, read visual novels, read Umineko. Don't you think you seem pretty worked up about this? Did something happen? Ishigami loved senpai so much before, but recently it's like he already doesn't feel that way anymore. Yeah, but that's the thing, Osaragi. You can't expect him to be feeling pain the entire time. He lost out. Like, look how I feel. I wanted the Tsubame too. I wanted it. Like, when they were looking like they were getting so close, and 203 and 204 happened, it's just like, you can't wallow in the pain. You have to tell yourself you gotta move forward. I feel like she's one of those people that once she settles out of a relationship, that she's not willing to make that next move after. I feel like that's really what's coming down with her character. You know, like my guy, yeah, he loved her and everything, but it's like at the end of the day, when he knew that there was no chance after and the time passes, you can't wallow. That's the one thing, you can't wallow in a past love. It's like he's already started to find closure. Like his passion is slowly fading away. Isn't it good that he's moving on though? It's healthier than clinging on to his past heartbreak, isn't it? That's true. But even so, I just can't accept it. Yeah, but that's you though, Saragi. Like, I don't know. I get where she's coming from, but I disagree with it because you cannot be left in pain and sit like that for the entire time. Like, it happens. But when you find that person, the what you want to put your heart and soul into, there's no such thing as an expiration date. That's just mind games playing around with you. You see the look after on Kaguya. A few months ago, you told me that you were a hardcore shipper of Ishigami-kun and Tsubame-senpai, didn't you? When I first heard you say that, I couldn't help but think that you were projecting your own feelings onto Tsubame-senpai. Oh, Kaguya! Finally someone tells it to her. I'm glad it's her that's saying it though. Because if it was someone like Iino, I knew it would probably lead to a huge fight. So the fact that it's somebody on the outside really... Oh... From what I could tell, that was how you convinced yourself to accept things back then. In reality, you actually like Ishigami-kun quite a bit, don't you? Oh, man, the pain. Oh, and you see the moment of quietness and stuff with a little bit. She did. It was one of those things I didn't want to accept. It was one of those things I didn't want to accept because, again, the friend, you look after friend, but, the pain. You really see through everything, don't you? The calmness in her eye. Kasaka, you're mean. Your personality is closer to mine than Tsubame-senpai's after all. Just to be clear, though, this isn't love. I don't care who Ishigami goes out with. I just want him to be happy. Because remember, she was watching on to everything that was going on with Ishigami, what he was going through, helping out with Iino, and then of course Iino back after, but mainly the stuff Ishigami helping out with Iino. I just want to be happy. That's all there is to it. In that case, why not work to bring Ishigami-kun and Iino to sign together? They seem to be getting along pretty well lately. And you already know she's gonna say no. Not Miko-chan. Anyone but her. I truly feel, man, whenever these two have to talk it out, I'm probably going to break down the same way I felt with Kaguya and Ayasaka during class trip. When these two have to confront each other after everything, I'm going to break down, bro. Because those are the few times I've broken down. Culture Festival, of course, with the stuff with Kaguya and Miyuki. Class trip. And then, of course, 203, 204. Oh my god, this will be the fourth. Why is that? It's just, well, Miko-chan is kind of a pain, isn't she? Like if someone asked you to introduce them to a nice girl, you wouldn't exactly think of Miko-chan, would you? She's always so nitpicky, always so delusional, always going on about what's right and wrong. But you're Iino-san's friend, right? Aren't you? I've been wondering that myself. At the time, Miko-chan didn't have any other friends, so as fellow outcasts, I think we were kind of forced together. Kaguya's face is mine right now. Oh man. But in the end, Miko-chan and I are friends in name only. Oh no! Oh, stop, Akasaka, no! No, 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 no. I thought this was gonna happen to me 2, 3, 4 chapters. No, 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 no. Yo, I'm done for. I'm done for. Bro, Akasaka's not pulling punches. He's going for the knockouts. Oh no. Bro, look at the eyes. Look at Osaragi, the one eye. He's like, oh shit. I'm scared to scroll down, bro. Oh, bro, if she was hearing all of this before, oh my god, bro. Oh, this is getting crazy. Well, bro, look at the eyes, bro. I don't want to scroll down. I'm looking at the damn eyes. Yo, when somebody be hearing that kind of stuff, someone you consider your friend, and they go say all that and you hear it, I don't want to know what's going on in that mind. But I gotta know. Even if it brings you pain, I gotta know. Oh, look at her face. Look at Kaguya. Kaguya's shaking. The hockey took over the room. Friends in name only, huh? That's a pretty good way to put it. You've never really come to me for help. And you've never really opened up to me before either. Now that I have more friends of my own, I suppose I don't need to force myself to hang around you anymore either, Koba-chan. Well, let's leave it at that then. Her heart's broken. Her heart's broken. You don't show the face. Her heart's broken, bro. Oh, that you don't do. Bro, she's supposed to be happy. Oh. And the door closed and you see Kaguya still shaking. Of course, she had no idea that was going to happen, like, right there and then. That's like one of those chances, like, a 1 in a million. Like, they're just going to come through. Oh, no. I've really done it now, haven't I? Yeah, you sure have. Like, oh my god. And if the dance, oh man. This is just the way I am. This is why nobody likes me. But everything she said just now was true. To begin with, Miko-chan and I have never really been that close. And it's true that the way she's been acting lately has been really getting on my nerves. The only reason we've been together for so long is that we've never had a fight to tear us apart. I never told her how I truly felt. If I did, our friendship would have been over long ago. I wonder if she ever knew how I felt every time she'd show me that bookmark of hers. I hate Akasaka so much right now, man. I hate him so much. He's so lucky there's an ocean that parts us, bro. Oh my god. I hated myself for getting jealous of her. But as time went on, my mind evolved into a whirlwind of negativity. I never thought I could have felt so strongly about anything. If Miko-chan actually started dating Ishigami, I seriously wouldn't be able to handle it anymore. Since the very beginning, Miko-chan had a choice between either me or Ishigami. If she ended up choosing Ishigami, then we'd have to end up here one way or another. Ishigami-kun. No, the past, the flashback. Oh no. Bringing games to school is against the rules. I can't, man, bro. My heart is already like sinking. Since this is your first offense, I'll let you off the hook. But I'll have to confiscate it the next time. Okay? Iino-san. By the time Iino and Ishigami had first started arguing, I think our friendship may have already began falling apart. Bro, we're going to go into a goddamn flashback next chapter. And my heart's already in pieces. My heart is already in pieces. And it's probably going to... Oh, bro. Oh, my God. Why is Akasaga doing this, man? Turning back the clock to their middle school days. Next time, Ishigami, Iino, and Osaragi's history. Like... Oh, my goodness, man. I literally went from, like, happiness at the start of this chapter, hoping, okay, we're going to get ready for the next thing afterwards to progress. Now it's like, we're about to, oh, man. Like, again, this would actually kill me inside, though. Because even though I know what they're saying right now with Osaragi and the way that the relationship has been with Iino and stuff, right? Again, they were outcasts and stuff that were brought together. So you can't really say a name. But the time that they spent together, man, the student council stuff that they were trying to get into and everything, you know what I mean? Like, there has to be something there for the two of them. Like, you have to realize for each other that, yeah, of course, Ishigami was in the mix of those things because Osaragi did feel something for him. And to have that finally being, like, acknowledged and brought out thanks to this conversation with Kaguya and everything, right? But at the same time, man, it's just so painful. Like, her saying all of that stuff. And Iino, for a fact, has heard everything for her to say what she said afterwards. I don't know, man. Like... Like, that's just painful. Like, it is just straight up painful. Because I honestly, if we had went to go see what Iino looked like after she just left, I'm pretty sure she'd be crying. And next chapter, I'm gonna assume that we're not gonna jump into like a whole, like the whole chapter is being the flashback itself. Because I could see possibly half of the chapter again being something where Iino's being talked to about what's going on, or for a fact right now, because it's Kaguya right now with Osaragi, there's a good chance that I could see Miyuki getting involved to talk it out afterwards, right? Because again, Ishigami was with Kaguya and stuff, when they're together, and then of course, getting the help afterwards with Miyuki. So if there is ever going to be a time, I could see Miyuki getting involved to help out, and try to just kind of see what to do now, because like, because I don't want to believe that's exactly how she feels. It's in the moment that she's hearing all this stuff. So of course, for someone that just heard, someone that they thought was one of their closest friends, their one true best friend, really. You have to remember the upbringing and stuff for Iino. She doesn't really have that many people around her and stuff that she can call friends. So they'll have that one person say all of that. I wouldn't blame her if her emotions really got it out of her and stuff, right? But this is going to be class trip all over again. But it could be one of those things where they could go their own separate ways, or something happens where they have to, like, talk it out. But then that's the thing. With Ishigami being involved, it's like we know how Iino feels about him. And I want that to happen. But not at the cost of losing Osaragi, man. Because, like, I don't even want to imagine what Iino would have been like without her, Without Osaragi, it's like, what, like, such a painful chapter. Like, next week I can see more pain with the flashback and stuff, because then we're going to see more from Osaragi's side with the feelings that she has now that we know of, right? But I am going to assume, because it depends, right? Because if we're going to go into the dance and things are like this, do they get solved before the dance? The night of the dance? But I can say one thing for certain, though. If it's not going to be a whole chapter on the flashback, of more stuff, and it's like little things only, I'm banking on Miyuki being involved. And he's going to go and talk it all afterwards with Iino and just kind of, just console her, really. And just figure out what to do from here. Because, yeah, she's made friends with Kaguya, with him, with Ishigami and everything, and Chika. But that's her best friend, man. The one friend she knew her whole time. You can't throw that away. Because I know time passes and everything. Maybe you don't agree with somebody and you don't talk with them after a long time and everything, but you don't throw that away. But again, it also goes to show you how scary love is, man. Because love is war. Like, as this series title, love is truly war, man. And it can bring out the worst out of you. And you won't know how much damage you've caused until the war is over. This is tough, man. Like, I was not expecting to get this kind of chapter, like right now. Like, I figured, okay, we'll get this maybe maybe a few chapters away and stuff, so we could focus more on what's going on with Shiranui and them. But it's like, getting this now, but at least before the dance, like, and Kaguya, man. When she said what she said, you're just projecting your feelings onto Tsubame because you liked him. Like, oh my god, that changes. Like, it makes you think of the past events with how she felt about Iino and Tsubame. It changes completely now when you look at it this way. But man, what a chapter! Straight up emotions, just in the feels, like. I'm telling you, if this turns out like Class Trip, like how Kaguya and Hayasaka had to talk it out, and for sure it's going to be, I wouldn't say violence in a sense, but it's going to be more aggressive in how they approach each other during this whole thing. But I am praying this does not mean that they just go their separate ways, because that would actually be pain if that ends up happening. I can't see that. You have to talk it out. I don't blame Osaragi for feeling the way she felt and stuff, but at the same time, it's like, you gotta do better. Unfortunately, those things you gotta do better. But it's jealousy, man. It's so hard. The human heart, you can't really truly judge it, man. What somebody is going through, especially when you look at it from the outside. It's difficult. Yeah, I'm going to be rereading this chapter like crazy. I can, to be fair with you, man, the outcome of this arc, whatever it is, whether it's going to lead to Iino and Osaragi, rebuilding their friendship, the bridge that would look like it just blew up right now, or if it leads to Iino and Ishigami together, whatever it is, whatever that potential thing is, man, I can honestly see this arc being my, like, if not my number one, if I'm number 2 or 3. Like, it's almost set in stone. It could be like that. But I definitely know for a fact I'm probably going to be shedding many tears at whatever result comes from this. But we got to wait another week. It didn't say anything about a break, I don't think, because I know the Olympics is coming soon. So I know there's a break after that, which will be goddamn painful if they next chapter better not leave off on some crazy cliffhanger before the Olympics. I will take the time. I will take the time to fly over and have a word if it leads to something that I gotta wait 2 weeks for. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below in regards to this chapter. How do you guys feel about what just happened right now with Osaragi laying out her heart on the table the way that she did? Like, if you saw the signs, I probably have to go back to, because for sure the signs might have been there as well. But if you saw the signs that Osaragi actually felt something about Ishigami, and you're one of those people that felt there was a chance that she might have liked him, let me know down in the comments. And of course, like how do you see this panning out now? Like next chapter, little bit of the flashback, Miyuki, Ishigami, and Iino, Miyuki and Iino talking and all and stuff. There's no way Akasaka jumps right into Iino and Osaragi talking, because if that happens, I am like, if a cliffhanger ends next week and it's those two getting ready to talk, and I'm told you gotta wait 2 weeks, oh, my heart's gonna explode. But just let me know what you can see happening from this, and of course thoughts on the chapter down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel because you're new here if you want to be part of the weekly experience of the emotional roller coaster right now that is Kaguya-sama. If you want to be a part of this week in, week out, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell of Shandor to stay up to date with everything that goes on the channel. If you are new here as a Kaguya-sama fan, you want to see some of my thoughts on the series before, of course, the catch-up video, the past reactions I did, as soon as I caught up and stuff, go and check those out. And without further ado, I will catch you guys next week. Man, Akasaka is so dangerous with the human hearts, because right now I feel so many ways about this. A friendship might be on the brink of destruction, but the chance of a counterattack to bring it back, to level playing field is still possible. But just like Ishigami right now at the end of this chapter, in the corner, that's how I feel right now. Oh man. But yeah, next week we'll find out what's going on. And more than likely, I'll probably be shedding tears because Akasaka's a sicko. Commodore last signing off. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care. Going crazy. Yeah, we going